Hiya, welcome to my channel, A Busy Retirement with me, Georgie. Today I thought I'd do an impromptu video. We've had a storm this morning, very short-lived storm, but it gave me the opportunity to try a few different things with making videos. So I started filming with my camera and on my phone, and I don't know what happened. It stopped after 11 seconds and I didn't realise. So you only get a little bit. And then when I realise, I start the camera up again and take another little bit of video. And anyway, you'll see as it goes on. But once we get to the end of the video, stick around. I'm going to do another little pop in like this and explain the next part of this impromptu video, which is another storm that I was in back in 2010. That was interesting as well. So I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you very soon. Well, this is today's weather. Don't even know if you can hear me, but we've got hail. And now we've got a thunderstorm starting. Looks like we're in for a great old morning here in sunny Australia, sunny Western Australia. Well, happy Saturday morning to everybody. I feel for all the people out there playing sport this time of the morning. Hopefully it finds up for the footy this afternoon. Okay, that storm that just went through has managed to get us up to my doorway. You can see it's all wet. My mat is soaked. And my new desk with my new saw on it. The tarp's blown off. And you see everything is wet through. That's going to take some drying off, and I hope it's going to be okay. The desk isn't going to survive much, I don't think, with all that water sitting on it. That's my workbench full of water too. Not a good spot to be holding anything by the looks of it. I'll show you if you can see the size of the gap between where I work, where I put it, and there's no very wide area of the patio there. But it wouldn't make much difference because my tea area is here, and that's the widest section of the patio, as you can see. And even my tea table got wet. This instruction booklet was on the floor, wet through. Whoops, just torn it. So when it dries out, I'm going to have to stick it all back together again. So, yes. It even looks wet down. Yeah, that chair there's wet. So that rain really got a fair way in. This is absolutely crazy. I'm going to have a look at a different setup, I think. That's not safe in winter at all. I have to work out making a proper vinyl cover for the whole thing to weatherproof it. Anyway, just a short one. I'll show you what's been going on in my morning. And now we've got a lovely blue sky and the sun is shining. Still a bit of wind around, but I just don't think today's going to be one of those days where you can predict what's going to happen next. And that was all between 8:15 and 8:30 on Saturday morning in August. Hi, back again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that little storm that we had. That was basically the flavour of the day. Wind, rain, sun. Wind, rain, sun. Luckily, we didn't have any more hail, or at least not in my area. Who knows, anywhere in Perth, there could have been hail. And we may even find out later on the news that people had hail bigger than mine. That does happen. Okay, so the next bit I'm going to talk to you about, I'm actually going to be recording the computer screen because it's photos, and I'm going to talk to you about the photos. So here we are. As you can see, this is my previous Toyota hatch, and she got golf balled. There was a storm on the 22nd of March in 2010. I was on my way home from work. I'd left early because they'd forecast the storm was coming and there would be hail. So I left an hour early. I checked the radar. Yeah, looked like everything was going to be pretty horrible. So I thought, yeah, that's all right. Only takes me 45 minutes to get home. Leave plenty of time. I got 2 minutes down the road and the hail started. And it was similar to the size of the hail that you saw at the beginning of this video. And I thought, well, that's nothing to worry about. I don't know what they were going on about, you know. Putting fear into you as they always do, and it fizzles out. But I suppose better be prepared. So better safe than sorry. Anyway, further down the road, probably another 3, 4, 5 minutes. I have to pass the dead centre of Perth, which is also known as Karrakatta Cemetery, and there's a set of lights there that I have to turn right at. Then I can head towards the north, and I was about 4 or 5 cars back from the red light, and the heavens opened, and it looked like somebody was really angry and was throwing rocks. And I'm on the left hand side of the road because I'm in Australia. On the other side of the road, you would have thought somebody had put 10 tennis ball machines. These, they were like this. They were this size, almost baseball size, or big, basically baseball size. And they were just being belted at us. And that lasted for 15 minutes. The scariest 15 minutes of my life. Never been through a storm like it. Even through the storms growing up in England. Never seen anything like that. So I've put my hands over my head, leant over to lay myself down on the passenger seat, protecting myself in case the window smashed or the windscreen smashed. I didn't know what was going to happen. At one stage, the electric pole across, it's sort of like diagonally opposite where I was, that got hit by lightning. There's sparks flying everywhere, and I thought, well, yeah, if anything happens, they're only going to throw me over the fence. I'm already at the cemetery. Anyway, it finally ended, and it took about 3 or 4 red light changes to get through. During the storm, I couldn't even see the bonnet of the vehicle in front. It was a flatbed truck. Flatbed ute, truck for those in America. I couldn't see his bonnet. So it stopped, and we just couldn't get our wheels to grip because we were stuck on these big blocks of ice. It was awful. Anyway, that was around about 4:30 by the time we got moving. It took me till 7 o'clock to get home. Every road I went down, there were cars stuck in the middle of the road and just flooded. Some streets, side streets I went down, there were 4-wheel drives, SUVs, the big ones. And they had the water coming up past the bottom of the door. They were stuck. There were people just trying to push cars through all this water. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do with my little car? If I get stuck in that, it'll be over my roof. Anyway, long story short, I got home and the damage, it was crazy. This is the strut that caused the car to be written off. The assessor said that this was going to be compromising my own safety. If the car rolled, it would just crumple to pieces. Now, I don't know why that's the first one there, because that should be the first one. You'll have to excuse my bloopers. I'm not going to stop it and start again. So as you can see, she was golf balled. Just dimples all over the bonnet and the top, all across the sides. This is what the wing mirror looks like, and it was just absolutely crazy. You've seen that bit. Okay, you can see all down the side here. How this window didn't break or even crack, I've got no idea. It was just bedlam. This is the wing mirror on the other side. Now this side didn't get really hit. There's a couple of little dings or dents on the exposed sides, but this area down here was untouched. On the other side, there's a little indicator light at the back on both sides. That one was hanging out on the other side, and the tail lights, the covering, the coloured covering, that all got smashed. So, of course, that side's the driver's side for those of us that drive on the left side of the road. And as usually happens when there's been a bit of excitement, earthquakes or volcanoes and storms, and you survive it, there's always somebody that's quick off the mark. And by morning, there are t-shirts already printed stating, "I survived the Great Storm of Perth, 22nd of March, 2010. Of course, I had to buy one. I couldn't believe that I did survive it. My car didn't. And ever since I got this t-shirt, I've always wanted to put on the back of it a picture of my car, golf balled, and the words, "My car didn't." And look, I just didn't know how to do it, how to go about it. I could have found a screen printer, probably would have cost me a fortune. Anyway, in October last year? July last year, I treated myself to the new Caesar, it was new at that time, the Caesar Juliet vinyl cutter. And I thought, okay, well, here's my chance to learn how to do things. So I got the picture of my car, printed it onto the vinyl with the words "My car didn't," and put it through the press. And it doesn't look that great, mainly because it was my first attempt. Now I know how to do all of this without having all that big background around it. So anyway, I've now got the t-shirt that says "My car didn't," so I'm really happy. Anyway, I'm going to bring myself back up and get rid of the two screens. I hope you enjoyed those two little storm stories, and I think I might do a few impromptu random videos every now and again. So if you want to be notified that these impromptus are being thrown up, I might put them up on a Saturday. You will need to have a Google account, of course, to subscribe to my channel. And once you've subscribed, there's a little bell down there that you can click on, and it says notify. If you click notify all, it will notify you when I put a new video up. So yeah, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like, you don't have to do anything. I'm just doing this to give me something to do during my retirement and to learn how to use different software. That's just what I do. I learn new things. Anyway, my next video, I will see you on Wednesday for the normal welcome to my retirement, my busy retirement videos, where I'm actually making something or fixing something or whatever. Anyway, you know what I do. So enjoy the weekend, rest of your weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.